Hey guys, PenguinEsk here, and today I'm bringing you another video. And this is a continuation of my Inktobers, and this is day 4 through 6. Yeah, 4 through 6. This comic thing is getting kind of hard, man. Luckily, ooh, my wrist just cracked. Luckily there are lots of breaks this October, so I'm happy for that I can get a lot of it done, but it's really fun other than the fact that I have school and have to do schoolwork. But for day 4 I wanted to do I forgot what the prompt was. I think the prompt was wet, and I was like, oh my god, my witch Sona could be like embracing nature while she's naked, because that's life. And thank god it's not too much nudity, it's only boobs, so hopefully I don't get flagged. But yeah, so I wanted to, I feel like I'm always out of breath, like I don't know why, but anyway, I feel like I wanted to make it so that you can see the people in the city first and see that it's raining, and then it zooms in. Well, it zooms out and then back into my witch Sona, who is happy to be in the rain and embracing it in all her witchiness. And I think that's the gist of it. I most definitely enjoyed this picture because this was my first like ink painting, so I did it on Bristol board instead of the cardstock that I bought recently, because the cardstock is just terrible for like painting. So I did it on Bristol, and oh my god guys, I enjoyed like painting it and everything, because I don't know, it's just something about it, just something about painting that's just like, oh my god, it's great. And here you can see that I forgot to press record on the panel, and the first panel is just done with the nice gray wash, nothing too fancy, but it's hard to get like the perfect gray on the second panel, because I wanted the cityscape to be slightly darker, but then like behind the black ones I wanted to be slightly darker, but it was hard to get it slightly darker, so it just looked really dark, and when it dried it seemed really like dark, and it was hard out here to get like the ink to stay without like, without it drying fast. So I had to put a bunch of water, but then that only made it lighter. So I was having difficulties with the whole painting thing, and I'm not like the best painter anyway. So this was a challenge, but you can see me not fill in all the black spots because I do that last, just so I can like have a feel for where I need to do the blackest spots. So yeah, in my last video I heard all the S's and the P's, and they were like popping and stuff because I was really really close to the mic. I took a step back and hopefully it's not as poppy or whatever. I should get a pop filter, but I'm way too lazy for that. Or I can just go to Guitar Center and get me a pop filter, but that's not what we need to be talking about. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed making this picture. And a lot of the pictures I sketched out in school while I was in school for those 2 days because I have class from 12:30 to 8:15 p.m. So that's basically my whole day, because I wake up at like 10. No, I leave at 10. I wake up at like 8 or 9, and then I leave at 10 or 11. So it's hard out here trying to, you know, get work done with school, but I'm getting it done. And oh, I just feel like I'm so out of breath. I don't know why, and I keep saying it, but I feel so out of breath. Anyway, yeah, school is hard, but I am getting through this, and I realized that prompts are really hard. Like, I didn't know that they were that hard. So I decided after this one I was not going to follow a prompt, and yeah, I decided that I was just gonna make comics. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna go about it, but I think I want to start after my 6th day to to start my character comics. And oh my god, that makes me a little nervous because I haven't been doing my panels with words or anything, but I really want to do that digitally though. So I'm just gonna make short little comics of my characters just to get a feel of it. Well, just to get a feel of the comics with my characters and stuff. So yeah. But it is now day 5, I believe, and here is my witch Sana. And it's basically a dream that she's having, and she's like the typical anime girl with the toast in her mouth, though it kind of doesn't look like toast. But yeah, I had to fix my light so like my shadow wasn't so prominent in front of the picture, making it look really dark. And my camera just does not like me because it's always not focusing. But yeah, that's basically what the first panel is. And I wanted to do one of those typical anime backgrounds where there's like, what is it? A stone. I want to call it a hedge, but it's not a hedge. It's just I don't remember what it's called, but like it's stone and then it has like bushes in the back of it, and it's like basic anime art. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute, and I thought it was a little hard to get the blocks, what is it called, 3-dimensional, because of the way I drew them, and I wanted them to be 3-dimensional and in I can't speak today. I can't think of what I need to say. I couldn't keep them 3-dimensional and keep them round, but not sharp. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I didn't want them to be really sharp cubes of stone, but I wanted them to be like rounded off, and it was hard for me to like make the shadows of that because it's a little hard. But I'm now realizing that I could have did it an easier way, but I did not, and that is my fault. This is not a panel, but it's just, you know how like when you give the cute anime girl look and in the wink, this is that. And she's with the cute schoolgirl outfit, and she's like, yeah, cute. Just imagine like if it was in color, lots of sparkles and glitter and gold. Yeah. And that you know, sirens in the background, please. I'm recording this at 3:38 a.m. And you can tell that I have no life. and the fact that the sirens are going on in the background bothers me. But I decided to do this last panel first, only because I didn't know how I wanted to lay out the panel before it. So yeah, that's basically just my witch Sona waking up from the dream, and you see her really cute headboard that I did not show how I did because I forgot to press record, and that's a lot of what I do. I forget to press record a lot. Anyway, yeah, so this is basically my witch Sona all naked sleeping, and that's before she woke up. That's the panel before she woke up, and I made that panel diagonal, like I cut it diagonally, and I think it's okay. I'm not sure how I would go about that if I were to have it an actual panel, like how I would color it, because the knot panel with the typical anime girl with the wink, I didn't put her in a panel, so I wouldn't know how to like color all of that. But it is on to day 6, guys, and I was just thinking about, I wonder what happens if like my witch Sona was trying to conjure something, and like maybe whatever she conjured or something would just cut her down. And that was my inspiration and thoughts for this piece. And my what is it called, my head down shots look really weird, and I wanted her to have perspective to her, to where she was like chest forward, booty back kind of thing, but it didn't look right, so I decided, hey, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have her standing straight and have her and have everything floating around her. Oh, excuse me. And the squiggly lines behind her is the magic and the power. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this with a different color multi-liner or not, but I think I should have. But I know when I go over things with a multi-liner, like when I go over it again, because I was gonna try and color it in with the multi-liner, it doesn't work as well, I guess, because like once you go over it, it gets darker, and that's not what that's not good, to be honest. That's not what I wanted. So yeah, I decided just to do it in black, and I had her have at least a couple potions around her spewing out, and a couple of ghosts, because why not? Because it's spoopy month and I have to make something look spoopy. And on to the next panel, which is just a close-up of her face, like the shock of whatever the fuck hit her, or she was just like, I'm about to do this. And in the last panel is basically she gets cut up and all the ghosts in the bottles are falling. If you couldn't really tell what it was, so that's what that was. I'm just so out of breath. Oh my god. Whew. But yeah, I wanted her to be, well, I wanted all the like ghosts and stuff to fall, and I wanted the magic to fall too, but I think it would be better if I were to do it digitally and have it fall, because I can control if it looks nice or not, and if it doesn't, I can just delete it. So yeah. And I was trying so hard not to show the vagina in this picture. And it worked out, because her skirt was gonna be slightly higher, but I was like, I'm not trying to get banned off YouTube. So I'm gonna just, keep my stuff to myself. But yeah, I went back in and drew the hands that you didn't see me draw on the first panel because it was just so bad. It was so ugly. But guys, we're coming to an end of the video. So if you haven't already, you should subscribe and become a fishy. Since it's Inktober, I upload at least twice a week. Twice or maybe 3 times a week, if that's the case. But on regular days, it's once a week. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like this video, comment, and subscribe. Bye!